friends, welcome you all with my question set 26 for the database management system practical video series. So you can see here I have to answer here 4 questions in this video. These are the 4 sub questions, and first of all I should say that here for this question also I am using this scenario for the Kalivali Junior College, that I am using here the database that I have created before in this video 16, this database exam marks DB, and these tables I have created in all these questions set 18 and 16 and 17 and so on. So I am using it here also for answering these questions. Then I am going to open SQL software, and then here I am entering my password for the SQL software. Then I am opening it. So you can see I show you the database. This is the database I have created, exam marks DB, and these are the tables I have created here, and I show you briefly what are the data included in here. So in this class table you can see 2 classes are available, 11A and 11B. This is exam term table. You can see term name for the first term and second term, and also dates they have been held are included, and here in this student table data for 8 students can be seen. So this is the most important table, student exam mark record table, and you can see all data regarding the examinations are included here. And the specialty is that you can see among the 4 columns that available for this table are 3 of them are foreign keys. This key, green color key, stands for the foreign key in this SQL browser, and these are the marks obtained by each and every student in separate, that means special subject for the unique term. And here in this subject table you can see these are the 3 subjects I have included to this table: mathematics, science and Sinhala language and literature. Okay, this is a brief description about the database I have created before, and also the tables I have created, and also what are the data I have included to these tables. Then I am going to write the query for the first question. Let's see about that. Find the sum of the marks obtained by Ananda Moses in all the subjects of the first term. So I have to find out the sum of the marks obtained by Ananda Moses on all subjects. So I am not going to filter by the subjects. I have to filter it by the term name, and also first name of the student and then last name of the student. So I am going to develop the query. So first of all I am going to join, select all from student table, then I am going to inner join student exam mark record table. Then I am giving the condition among the columns of the student exam mark record tables, student index number and the student tables index number should be equal. So then again I am going to then I show you the results. You can see the result here. All the details from the student exam mark record table and also student table have been came here. You can see all the data of all the students, STU from STU 001 to STU 008. The data is available, you can see. And then I am going to inner join again another table, exam term table. Okay, so here exam term table, I am giving the condition as the exam term tables term ID should be equal to student exam mark record tables exam term ID, and I am executing it. You can see the data by joining the term exam term table also came to this result set area. And then I am going to here subjects, so then I can give the conditions here. So I am filtering them by the first name of the student, where student tables first names. First name of the student should be equal to Amanda. So here student table, I'm copying it from here, and okay, so then for the last name and student table's last name of the student should be equal to Moses. Okay, so pasting it here and I'm executing it. You can see for the details for this students Amanda Moses is only came to this result set area. That means by the first name and the last name of that student, this data has been filtered. So then I'm going to filter them by the term name. I'm gaining it from the exam term table. Then term name should be equal to what term? First term. Okay. So then I have to filter them by the first term. Okay. So I'm executing it. You can see only 3 data. It came here, 3 rows are available in this result set. So and then I have to find the sum of the marks that she has obtained for all these 3 examinations. That means for all these 3 subjects I have to find the I have to find the sum of these marks. So instead of giving this asterisk mark, I'm going to give that function sum with the keyword sum. So I'm going to give that the student exam mark record tables marks. So okay, and you can see the sum of the marks has been came here. So then I am going to cut this and again giving this asterisk mark, and you can see the data, all the marks has been came here, and you can see here 90 plus 75 165, then 265 should be the answer for the sum. Then I'm executing it again. You can see the 265 is the sum. So our query is alright, and okay, this is the answer. This is the query for the first sub question. And let's think about the second sub question. What is the sum of the marks obtained by Nisansala Vikramanaka, a student studying in class 11B, 4 subjects in the second term? So here in this second sub question also we have to find out sum of the marks. So here we have to filter them by this first name Nisansala and second name Vikramanaka, and here also it has been given the class name of that student and the term name. Okay. So here I am going to develop the query. I'm deleting this. So first of all I am going to select all from student exam mark record table, the most important table. So then let's build up the query regarding this information from this table. Okay, you can see all the data of that student exam mark record table is came to this result set area, and then I'm going to join the student table. Join student table, giving the condition for the columns of the student exam mark record tables. Student index number should be equal to student tables index number. Okay, so I'm executing this. You can see all the data regarding this these specific rows. All the data from the student table has been loaded here also, and you can view it. And again I'm going to join the class table. Okay, so here class table, I'm giving the condition, the relationship between this student tables class ID and class tables class ID. So then I am executing it. You can see the details from the class table has been loaded to this result set area also. So then I am going to join again the exam term table. by giving the relationship among these exam term tables term ID with the column name of the student exam mark record tables exam term ID. So then I am executing it. You can see here the details from the exam term table is also loaded here, and then I am going to give the conditions. Here the condition should be that the term name should be second term and the class should be 11B. So first of all, let's filter them by the term name. Then I am going to filter it by the term name, where exam term tables term name should be equal to second term. Here E should be simple. Okay, second term. So I am executing it. You can see the details regarding the second term only came here. That means term ID is equal to 2 only here. So then again I am going to filter it by the class name. Class name should be equal to 11B. And again I am executing it. You can see the class ID here. Class ID is also equal to 2 only, and all this data has been filtered by this class ID and also from the term ID. So then I am going to give the next two conditions. That means from the student tables, the first name column, the value of first name should be equal to Nissan Sala. So I am going to copy that from this Nissan Sala. Pasting in Nissan Sala, and from the student table we had to check whether that the last name of the student is also equal to this Vikramanayaka. So I am copying it here also and pasting. So then I can execute this query in order to get the result set, and you can see here the student index number STU008 is for the Nissan Sala Vikramanayaka student, and you can see all the details of this student. All the details of that student came to this result set area, and here we have to find out the sum of the marks obtained by that student. Okay, so here that I am going to modify this query by deleting this asterisk mark. I am going to give that function sum, and we have to find out the sum of the marks from the student exam mark record table. So then I am executing it. You can see the sum of the marks of that student Nissan Sala Vikramanayaka from the second term examination is came to this result set area. You can see the sum of the marks is equal to 248.56. So I am going to make it more meaningful by giving this keyword as, and the column name I am giving that Nissan Sala's sum of marks. So I am executing it. You can see Nissan Sala's sum of marks came here. The answer is 248.56. Okay. Then the third question, we have to find out the sum of the marks obtained by Sachitra Vikramsinghe. The index number of the student is given here. So here we don't want to join the student table because the student's index number has been given in this question. So I am going to filter that details from the student exam mark record table with the usage of this index number, and also the subject name is given as mathematics and also mathematics and science, both subjects in the first term. So we have to find out the sum. Then let's develop that query. Then I am deleting this. So then first of all I am going to select all from student exam mark record table, and with the usage of the data available in that table, I am going to filter the answer in order to get the final answer. So okay, then I am going to inner join. Here the subject table. By giving the relationships between this student exam mark record table, subject ID, and also from the subject table subject ID. Then I'm executing it. You can see from the subject table the related data is loaded here to this result set area. That means subject name, we can find out the subject name. Okay. So then again I'm going to inner join the exam term table also by giving the conditions between the student exam mark record table and also exam term table. Okay, so then I am going to execute it. You can see the data from the exam term table has been loaded here, and here first term, then second term. Okay, so then I have to filter then with the usage of the conditions we have given in this question. So it says that we have to find out the sum of the marks here in the first term. So then I am going to filter them by the term name, and exam term name should be equal to first term. Okay, then I am going to filter it. By executing it, we can see that term ID is equal to 1. And then here again I am going to give the condition regarding this student index number, and I have to give that as and student exam mark record table student index number should be equal to STU_003. So then I am executing it. You can see only the details regarding the student index number STU003 came to this result set area. So then from the student table, let's speak about that. Okay, this STU003 is the index number for this Sachitra Vikram Singh student. So okay, again we have to filter here for the all subjects. The details has been came to this asset area now. So we have to remove the single language and literature subject from this. So then I am going to filter it by the subject names also, and subject tables subject name should be equal to, here I am giving this impulse because I am going to give the both subjects to this. Okay, I am copying it from here, mathematics, and also by giving this comma I am giving this science subject also. Then this is the way I have given the both subjects to this, and also we have to give here commas, single quotes, and that implies that this mathematics and science are the data from any table. So then I am going to execute it. You can see the data has been filtered here with the usage of these subject names, science and mathematics. So then we have to find out the sum of these 2 marks. So if we get that roughly, we can gain the answer as 101.74 like that. So then I am going to give here sum. We have to find out the sum of the marks from the student exam mark record table. So then let's execute this. You can see, okay, rough mark is the correct mark here. 101.74 is the sum of the marks obtained by this Sachitra Vikram Singh student who owns this index number for the mathematics and science subject in the first term. So in this fourth sub question, it says that we have to find out the sum of the marks obtained by all the students of class 11B in the subject of mathematics in the second term examination. So okay, it says that we have to find out the sum of the marks obtained by all the students. So no matter, we don't want to inner join the student table here. So then I am going to develop the query. I'm deleting this, and in normal usual way I am going to select all from student exam mark record table, and you can see all the data has been loaded to this resource set area. So then I am going to inner join the subject table in order to get details from the subject table. So the subject table subject ID should be equal to student exam mark record tables. So then I am going to execute this. You can see here data from the student exam mark record table and also from the subject table I came to this resource set area, and again I'm going to inner join the student table, because without joining the student table we cannot get the details from the class table, because the connection between the columns of the student table and class table, only the student table and the class table are available here. So we have to join the student table first of all, join student table before joining class table. So okay, so then I have joined this subject student table also. So you can see details from the student tables came to this asset area, and then I'm going to join, I'm going to inner join. Not any difference, but here in this question I'm talking about inner joining the tables. So here inner join class table, I'm going to inner join class table by giving the relationships between the column names. Here the class ID from the class table should be equal to student tables class ID. Okay, the last column of the student table. So then I am executing it. You can see the details from the class table has been loaded to this resource set areas. So then again I am going to join the next table. Inner join, I'm going to inner join exam term table here also, by giving that the condition exam term tables term ID should be equal to student exam mark record tables exam term ID. Okay, so then I'm executing it. You can see the detail from the exam term table also loaded here. So then as in the question we have to filter them by the subject name, subject of mathematics. So first of all I am going to filter it by the term name mathematics, and then I am going to give the condition as, I have to give this there, subject table subject name should be equal to mathematics. I am going to copy it from this resource set. So then I am executing it. You can see the data regarding the subject ID 1 and the subject name mathematics are only loaded to this resource set area, and then I am going to filter it by the next condition. That means the term name should be equal to second term as in the question. So then I am going to filter it by the exam term table's term name. The term name should be equal to second term. Here from the resource set area I am going to copy it. Here this is the detail, second term. So then I am going to execute it. You can see here for the subject ID and also exam term ID, this data has been filtered, and here only for the second term subject the details loaded. So then again we have to give the last condition. That means the class of the students should be 11B. All the students should be from the 11B class. So then I am giving the last condition as class class name should be equal to 11b. So then I'm executing it. You can see here from the subject ID and also term ID and also from the class ID, all the details has been filtered. So here, as we have said in this question, we have to find out the sum of the marks. So we have to give here the sum of the marks from the student exam mark record table instead of that asterisk mark. So then I am giving it. So then I am executing. So you can see the sum of the marks obtained by all the students from the 11B class for the mathematics subject in second term has been loaded to this repository, and this answer is 301.06. So okay, this is the way I have answered for all these 4 sub questions, and this is the end of the question set 26 for my database management system practical video series. Bye bye.